Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host D-Day, bringing you Let's Play Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. If you're in a hurry, hover over the red progress bar for chapters, and don't forget to smash like to show your appreciation. This will be my second run through of this mod pack, so be sure to subscribe for more modded Minecraft every Sunday at 11 AM. What mod pack do you want to see? Comment down below, and if you're ready, then let's play with D-Day. So I decided to start this episode off, episode 3, with creating the 2 tanks and the experience drain and the shower and the hammer, of course, so that we can start storing all of the experience that we are gathering. And if you look down, you can see that I have 17 levels of experience. The end of last episode, I believe I had 72. No joke. If you go back to episode 2 and you listen to right before the transfer happens at the very end of the episode, you hear a creeper fuse go off. Literally, right when I said I shouldn't have landed in the tree and I moved the mouse over to hit stop recording, as soon as I clicked that button, a creeper exploded in my back and blew me up and I died, and I lost all of my experience. Part of me wishes that it would have recorded the explosion, because it would have been pretty funny to end the episode with a death. But I did yell an expletive, so I'm glad that's not in it. And Silver Lining Malfoy here was outside of the range of the explosion, and that would have made me very, very sad if he would have died right after getting him. But with that, let's switch over into some fun times, and I'm going to lay off some steam by taking out a bunch of dragons. Okay, so I made sure that I had everything that we needed to make these couple of items to start. Today's episode will focus on IC2 after we take out a couple of dragons and we burn down a couple of villages. So let's jump straight into it. I wanted to make 2 of these portable tanks. We're also going to need an experience drain, which is all iron bars. So let's go ahead and make this. Sweet. I want to make an experience shower, which requires obsidian. And then we need the crescent hammer from thermal foundation, which requires a tin ingot. Nice, there we go. So the way I wanted to do this is I wanted it to work from here. So I'm going to put 1 tank there. I'm going to change this tank from blue input to orange output, so it'll output to the bottom tank like that. Right here, what I wanted to do is I want to attach the shower directly onto the side here, like that. So now we can right click the shower on and off. So the way I have this hidden is on the other side back here. On top of this tank, I'm going to put the experience drain so that it works kind of like a bathroom, if you think about it that way. When you stand on it, it will pull all of your experience out of your character and put it into the tank. Since the top tank has been set to output, it will go right back into the bottom tank. And then from here, I went ahead and I put a lever on the block next to the experience shower. So when we flip this lever, we can get our experience back this way. Alright, and with that, let's grab our flint and steel and start taking out some dragons and some villages. Got them. I wonder how much HP they have. I'm making them mad. Come over here. Trying to LOS me. Got him. Stick and move. Dragon Slayer. Trying to fly? It's epic screenshot time. Bye-bye. Alright, so we are back from me venting a little bit. I went ahead and I made the red dragon armor set, and I enchanted it upstairs. Got super lucky, Unbreaking 3, Protection 4, Fire Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, Protection 4, and I'm going to keep the slime boots on for the feather falling, because that's way more important for me. I went ahead and I ore doubled 1 stack of iron. Here are the 3 different color armor sets that we have collected so far. And I am extremely happy to show this. We can dye the fridges. And I did this completely by accident. I tried to right click open one of the fridges with a wild berry and it turned it red. And I thought it was an error, but then I grabbed my cyan dye, right clicked the fridges with the cyan dye, and it did change the color. So luckily I was not recording because I kind of yelled because I thought that was the coolest thing that I've experienced in Minecraft so far. I had no idea, 2 years of playing Minecraft, I had no idea that you could change the color of the refrigerators. So with that, oh yeah, I upgraded the portable tanks to hardened. Here is the recipe for the hardened kit. I made a mold for gears inside of the Tinker's Smeltery, cast out the bronze gears, and I used the Invar that we made by accident in the first episode to create 2 hardened upgrade kits so that we could store some more experience inside of these things. Also, make sure that your lever is set to off, not on like me. I left this guy on by accident, and when I went upstairs and drained my experience into the tank, I had no idea that while I was standing on this guy, it was spilling out the bottom. Yeah, so don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes. Oh, and I upgraded one of the horse armors that we found in a dragon's nest into hippogriff armor. All you gotta do is add 2 feathers to it, so Malfoy is sitting pretty right here in his golden armor. And today, or should I say for the rest of the episode, we're gonna dedicate to Industrialcraft 2, IC2. So the first thing that I want to do is let's drop off these 2 stacks of iron. We can also use the time in a bottle on the smeltery controller to instantly turn all of that iron into molten iron. So I have 22 blocks of iron sitting in here. The reason why I wanted to do that was because I already had... No, I don't. Do I? I do. It's over here. There it is. I already have a mold for the large plate cast, which has a material cost of 8. I already have this made because we made the Tinker's Hammer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my clock to constantly pour out all of the 22 blocks of iron as the large plates. So this can also be sped up. This will make it harden faster, and this will make it pour quicker. So there we go. It's almost instantly. There we go. Iron large plates. I'm going to let these guys build up in here because the first thing that we need to do is gather the trees required for IC2, which you can see I already have some rubber wood, some rubber tree saplings, and some sticky resin prepped for this episode. So in here, what I wanted to show off is I made a stone crook from Tinkers. This pack has the crook. It's 4 tool rods, so you could make it completely out of wood if you wanted to. I went with osmium and stone for the head, so that I could repair it with stone, but osmium for the well-established, so that we get more experience. It can level up faster. The reason why I wanted to make the crook was because whenever we find a rubber tree and we vein mine the leaves with a crook, we have a higher chance of getting a sapling, which you can also run saplings through the one of the IC2 machines later to get rubber as well. And I did notice that in the first episode when I was exploring back here, we had rubber trees. Super close to the base. They're right here. I planted some more so that it looks a little bit more impressive over here. But what I did was vein mined all of the leaves with the crook, which gives you a higher chance of getting these saplings. I want these saplings. First thing that we need to make in IC2 are the tree taps. Very simple, just planks. So I made the tree taps already. And these little rubber wood spots right there, you right click it and they give you resin. So let's check it up. This one had 2. I'm going to leave it there. And I'm just going to leave the tree standing without leaves. Let's see, does this guy have anything on the sides? There's one. And we'll keep going like this. To me, it's much more efficient to just let the trees stand and occasionally come harvest the resin rather than planting new trees each time the tree is fully harvested. I think it's a better idea to just leave them standing around, because they will regen the spots that you fill. Oh, and now that we're vein mining like crazy, hunger is a big issue. I thought of this. This is pretty cool. The extended inventory. I put in one of each of the not eaten foods in here. And what I think is cool, it does have a hotbar switch. So you click the hotbar you want to switch, and now it has all of my foods at the bottom. So I can just use my scroll wheel, go through all of them. They're all not eaten yet, one of each. I'm going to skip the apple because it gives a lot. Because right now, at this point, we're just trying to knock out as many not eaten as possible for extra hearts. So there we go, an extra heart. And we'll top it off like that. And then, easy, we just go back and click the hotbar back. Super simple. Alright, so now that we're back, we have 24 or 25 of these iron large plates already cast. I went ahead and I did the same thing with aluminum and the plate mold, this guy, the plate cast, and I cast out a stack of aluminum. I got aluminum ready, bronze ready. I alloyed some bronze and then cast them out as plates. I have iron ready and I have tin ready. So with the aluminum and the iron large plates, what I'm going to do is we're going to make the gate item required to open up the chapter for IC2, which is going to be like this. There we go. Let's go ahead and just make 24 of them. There we go. 24 basic machine casings. This is the cheapest way to make the iron large plates. It might not be the fastest way, but it is the cheapest way. So there we go. There's the quest complete for the gate, Industrialcraft. So let's check that out. Under gates, right here, and right here, Industrialcraft. Choice reward, overclockers, iron ore, or rubber. Iron, no problem. Rubber won't be a problem. Overclocker upgrades. These are pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and grab these like I did last time. It really is kind of redundant since we have time in a bottle. But if you click one too many times with the time in a bottle, it will completely stall the machine until the effect wears off. So it's kind of a bummer. I did pick up a Thaumcraft crystal while mining, which did unlock this gate, unfortunately. Paper or red velvet cake, so we'll grab the red velvet cake since it's not eaten yet. And then because this unlocked, we did already get aquamarine from vein mining sand, so marble or aquamarine, I'll go get and some more aquamarine. That will get rid of the little yellow eye symbol that's been driving me crazy, but I wanted to record it. Going back, no, not getting started. We are now open and in IC2. This one gives you the check mark, so we can claim a loot chest. That's pretty cool. And the first thing it wants us to do, of course, tree chops, sticky resin, and rubber. So there we go, quest complete. So let's check out what's in the loot chest that we just got. It is... Are you serious? Creative Essence. Alright, we have Creative Essence. That is pretty crazy. Cool, that's an endgame item there. We can skip that for right now. I believe the red velvet cakes we can put down on the ground itself. Can they be put down? Yeah. Let's just be silly and put them all here. Oh, I guess I should have put down one in the kitchen. Oh well, I'll make some more red velvet cakes. So here, let's go. We have resin, and I have gathered more resin. So let's go ahead and let's just make a stack. It'll be fine. We'll make a stack, and then we can hyperpower this guy as well. There we go. It'll fire through, and the first thing that we need after getting the rubber and this quest dinger is let's go ahead and make the wrench. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be the tool that we need, the wrench. And we also need the cutter, which is 3 iron plates and 2 iron ingots. 1, 2, and 3. Nice. These are the 2 extra tools that we need other than the hammer that we already have. Let me ditch this and that and the marble. And let me grab the hammer, the forge hammer that we already made. Here's our stack of rubber. That will give us the quest dinger. There we go. Quest complete rubber. We can claim a loot chest, and I'm going to save this one until the end. We need a form of storage. So we're going to make a Batbox, which is the power tier 1. It's the tier 1 storage, and insulated tin cable, which we're going to make for the quest, but we're going to jump straight to making the copper cables. Let's grab our tin, and we have our cutter. So what we need to do is we need to cut. We'll do 2 of these so we get 6, and we'll cover them. 6 cables, and the Batbox. So we need 1 more cable. We need RE batteries, 3 of them. So these are insulated tin cables as well. So we need another 4, and we need to smash 3 tin plates. So with the forge hammer, 1, 2, 3. And then we need another 3 of these guys. Alright. Let's see. Batbox, rebatteries, redstone, and rebatteries. There we go, 3. And we need 5 planks. So that is 6 wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's go. Batbox. Perfect. Batbox and tin cables. So with this Batbox, the first thing that I wanted to do is, let's see, I'm going to set it up over here. Let's take this guy out and move the stage 5. Man, this time in a bottle glitches around everywhere. We'll move the stage 5 over here for right now. Put it right there. The difference between 5 and 4 is big time. So what I want to do is I want to put some placeholders down. So let's go here like this. And we'll put the Batbox down. Let's see, does the port face us? Awesome, it does face us. It faces the direction that you put it down. This port here is where the power comes out of. So one thing I was super interested in, I know when you right click it here, it has the power storage buffer of 40,000 and an output of 32 EU. I was super curious if this will work. We did get a quest reward for an advanced solar generator. And from what I understand, mekanism is universal power. I will be ecstatic if this works. Yes! Universal power, baby! So yeah, if I was playing a mod pack that was dedicated to Industrialcraft 2 to IC2, of course I would follow the quest book and create the power gen for IC2. But since IC2 is kind of the weirdo in this pack, running on EU and everything else is RF, Mekanism bridges this guy. I have an appreciation for IC2, but it doesn't feel right in this pack since it's so off from everything else. Having this guy hooked up, that really does alleviate a lot of the issues. So the next quest, we have another loot box. I do want to claim these guys so that I don't forget to open them at the end of the episode. I'm really happy about that. Oh, we can get rid of this. We can get rid of the 2 of those guys. Oh, let me make this first. The Hazmat Suit. I know we're not going to need this for IC2 right now, but when I start exploring and I find plutonium out in the wild, I want to be able to pick it up and take it home with me. So we need 1 ink sac for the black dye. We're going to need yellow dye, and we're going to need red dye. So here we go. Wild berries. I guess you don't need to change the wild berries. You can change that to yellow. We'll change that to orange. Alright, rubber boots. We need hazmat suit leggings. We need the scuba helmet, which requires glass and iron bars. Let's go glass, iron bars. Scuba helmet and the chest plate. There we go. And this is pretty cool too. In the extra inventory here, we can put our radioactive hazmat suit, and the same thing, we can swap between the armor sets like this. There we go. Now we're protected from radiation, so I'll be able to pick up plutonium. Alright, the next quest in power storage is going to be the LV, low voltage, CESU. But before we make this guy, we're going to have to make the extractor. So we'll go down this generator line right here. We can make the generator, which creates EU from coal. The generator is pretty simple. It's a furnace, a basic machine casing, and an RE battery. We got 8. Can turn these guys into 16, and then these guys into insulated. These are going to be also going to be the cables that we're going to use to transfer the power. 128 EU a tick. And we needed, for the electronic circuit, iron plates and redstone. So we go iron plates and redstone. And let's see, how many can we make? 2 for right now, and then I'll make the rest later. Generator, furnace. We need 2 crushed tin plate. And RE battery. And let's see, do I have any furnaces in here? Yep, right there. Here's the generator. Alright. Quest complete generator. So what I'm going to do is the generator I will place here next to the Batbox. And then, yeah, when we put coal inside, it will generate and fill in here as well. And one thing I wanted to test out is, let's see, if I put coal in here and this fills up, since the Batbox is full, I want to see if it will continue to burn coal, if it will waste fuel, because that would be a super bummer right there. The next thing, let's see, we can claim the loot chest. Geothermal generator, so going down this line is going to be power, all the way to RTG fuel, which RTG fuel, to me, the best thing about it is powering a heat source. It does not wear out, so you can make permanent heat sources for IC2 machines with RTG fuel. I might be tempted to go all the way down this way, but we don't need to go the power route right now. This is power storage, this is power generation. We will continue on with the Macerator. Thank goodness for the Macerator, because this will allow us to ore double. I won't have to hit the button to the small plate presser anymore. I can just toss my ores into the Macerator. Super, super excited for this. For that, we need our flint. Let's grab flint. And then we also needed, so let's get rid of the generator and the Batbox. We needed 2 pieces of cobble as well. So, there we go. And Macerator, please. And thank you. Quest complete, Macerator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach one of these cables here, and the Macerator is going to go on the bottom, right there. And that will connect and start filling up the Macerator with power here. We can drop the 8 overclocker upgrades into this guy to get it out of the inventory for right now. Yeah, what's cool is you can also use time in a bottle on the advanced solar generator to make it pump out the RF. So let's see. This guy's full. This guy's full. It looks like it will stop burning coal. So that is really awesome. I do like that a lot. We made the Macerator. The next thing in the quest line is going to be the Extractor. This dude is super important. With the Extractor, we can pull rubber out of rubber wood and the rubber saplings. So let's make the Extractor next. And let me not accidentally open up a loot box. Let's go Extractor. So we need tree taps. So let's go. We can pull half a stack out and turn it into a full stack. And then let me be very careful not to shift click. I only need 4. I don't need a full inventory. And Extractor, look at that, easy peasy. There's the Extractor. We'll put the Extractor on top right here. There we go. And compressor. make 2 more of these guys. And we need 6 pieces of stone. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Courtesy of Silk Touch on our hammer. And let's go. Compressor. Kind of weird that the electric furnace is not the next thing on in the quest book in order. We'll put the compressor here. We'll put another cable here so that it gets power as well. There we go. So now we can make plates with the machine. And there we go, electric furnace. This guy really should have been one of the first quests to be made, so that we can move stuff from the Macerator into the electric furnace. It feels like the Minecraft days are going by so fast. So let's go. We need another furnace, and we have iron plates on us. We can upgrade this guy like this to an iron furnace, and then turn it into an electric furnace. Quest complete, electric furnace. And I want this guy to sit next to the Macerator. So what I'm going to do is let's take out 2 more of these guys, put them here. Can take 2 out of this guy, put them here. We have 64 rubber. The reason why I made the wrench is because these machines, you can't mine them up with a pickaxe. They will break. You have to use the wrench from Industrialcraft and shift right click to pick these guys up, or else it'll break the machine. So let's go for the Macerator to work into the electric furnace. What I want to do is make this Ejector upgrade, which requires 4 tin plates and a piston. So let's go ahead and grab... we already have them in our inventory. Tin plates, and we need... Let's grab 2 pistons. Alright. We'll make 2 Ejector upgrades. Like this. 2 Ejector upgrades. This isn't part of the quest book, but it will forcefully eject the items to the nearest inventory. Oh yeah, and what I really do want to make is a slightly larger chest. Slightly larger chests, I learned about these guys in FTB Continuum. Slightly larger chests from Extra Utilities 2 require sticks. Alright. Let's grab this many. And oak chest surrounded by sticks. Slightly larger chest. And the reason why I love these guys so much is because one, when you put them down, like they say, they're slightly larger. They fill in the full square, which that's what regular chests drive me crazy. These guys can't connect, so they don't connect. But when you put something on top of them, you can still open these chests. So if you want to put them in the wall, these are perfect because they won't show anything in between the wall space, and you can still open them, which I love. Love, love, love that. And then the Ejector upgrade from the Macerator will eject it into the electric furnace because there's only one direction, and the electric furnace will eject it into the slightly larger chest. So let's go ahead and test this setup out real quick. Let me grab another stack of saplings, and let's grab something that we can crush, which I'm guessing we're going to need some iron. So let me go ahead and grab some iron. We can put the flint back and extract the saplings. and crush the iron. So let's see. Going through. Perfect, it ejected. There it is, crushed iron ore, it's doubling, and it's ejecting again. And 2 ingots, nice. I love it when stuff works. This guy can sit in here. We don't need it to be ejected anywhere. The rubber is going to be a on-demand kind of thing. Alright, so quest book wise, the next thing we need to make is the metal former, which is awesome because then we can stop using the forge hammer in our inventory. We can use a machine instead. So the metal former is a little bit more complicated. The metal former requires coils, which are just regular copper cable around an iron ingot, but also these toolboxes. And don't make the same mistake that I make. These are bronze item casings, not copper. So we need 3 of those. We need coils, and we need another electronic circuit, it looks like. So let's go ahead. We need to cut some of these manually still. So we need 8, 16, 24 of these guys. And then we're going to need to crush some of the bronze. So there we go. We're going to need, what was it? 2, 2, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15. 16 and 3 chests. Let me ditch this in here for right now. Do I have chests? I do. And let's go. 3 chests. These guys. Makes 3 of these guys. Let me dump that. We're also going to need to make 3 of these, which we have no ingots in our inventory. 1, 2, 3. Now we're just spilling stuff into the world. Move this just for a second. Where'd it go? There it is. 24 and 3 coils. Was that everything? No, we still need to make the electronic circuit. So we need, we need another 1, 2, 3, 4. So where'd my wire cutter go? There it is. Another 4 of these guys. And then we need to switch out the rubber again. Let's see, let's get rid of the forge hammer and the wrench for right now because we don't need it. And we can drop these guys off here. Then we need the redstone. 2 of those. And this should be the electronic circuit and the metal former. Exciting. Quest complete, metal former. Let's go ahead and put the metal former over here. Like that. And we can use... Did I use toolbox? I talk about not making a mistake, and I made 3 toolboxes. Oh well. Can the toolbox be used for anything? Can I put it on the ground? You can open it. You can actually put tools inside of it. Can I shift click it to the ground? I can't. Oh well. It's a goofy looking toolbox. Maybe we'll make a sign for it. I do need another one of these cables. Just one more. Which conveniently we have the piece of rubber for. There we go. So now we can make the wires straight from ingots instead of plates, and also they will give us 3 a piece. This is much more efficient, and we don't have to waste uses on our cutter either. So this replaces the cutter and replaces the hammer. Now normally this is where I would stop for IC2. Later on when we start making steel with immersive engineering, I'm going to go down the advanced machine casing line for the recycler, matter fabricator, pattern storage, scanner, and the replicator so that we can start working towards replicating iridium. Super important. I would quit here, but I do still want to make the block cutting machine this episode. And since there's a quest in front of it, this fluid solid canning machine, I'm going to go ahead and make this guy, because I might off camera work on making a nuclear reactor, because it isn't required to progress in this pack, but it might be something that I'm interested in making. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see an episode of that. But if I don't get any comments of people interested in it, I'm probably just going to skip over it. So I do want to stop the episode at the block cutting machine, because the block cutting machine is a much quicker way of making plates. You can cut 9 plates at the same time with a block of a metal. So let's go ahead and knock out this fluid solid canning machine real quick. And fluid solid canning, there we go. We have this quest, and I'll put this guy right here for right now, because its main purpose is going to be making uranium fuel rods, which like I said, it'll be done in between episodes. So let's get rid of this bookmark here. Claim a loot chest and block cutting machine. I'm very excited about this guy. This guy's important in my opinion. Let's go ahead and drop down one more cable here. All right. And let's go block cutting machine. Let's get rid of the ore washing plant. We need a motor. We need coils. We need tin item casings. So we'll do one of these guys. 1, 2, 3. We'll change this to cutting, and we'll just use some copper plates since this is closer. There we go. Let's pull this out, and let's do the I don't have inventory room dance. There we go. And let's make the motor. Let's make the iron ingots. Okay. Missing one item. There we go. And let's ditch this for a second. The magnet is pulling everything with me, luckily. Let's go electric motor, coils. Motor. Another ingot. There we go. Motor. And block cutting machine. Sweet. Let's see, do we have anything in here block-wise? Let's just go ahead and grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can ditch this toolbox that we don't need. We can turn this iron ingot into a block of iron. And we can drop the block cutting machine over here, like that. It'll start getting power, and it has a giant warning because we do not have a block cutting blade in place. So, super happy about this one. Requires a steel ingot, which normally you'd have to go with the blast furnace. You would have to go this route, make the blast furnace, so that you can start making steel with compressed air cells to make steel. But since we took the quest reward at the very beginning of the pack in the getting started, I believe it was smeltery. No, was it here? No, there it is. Harvest level 0. We grabbed the steel knife blade. I went ahead and I threw it into the smeltery. I cast it back out. And there we go. We have the steel required to make the best version of block cutting. So with that, we have block cutting blade, diamond, cuts material softer than diamond, hardness 9. There we go. And in you go. Sweet. And putting in an entire block of iron it will, with a little help from our speedy friend here, it does have a really cool design on it. 1, 2, 3. It will cut into 9 plates. Nice. So now we can make 9 plates at a time with the block cutting machine. The thing that I'm most happy about is that the solar generator that we got in episode 1 is being put to the use. I love it. I'm really happy that this is working. Alright, and before I end the episode completely, let me go ahead and make one more item that I think is kind of important. The CESU, which is the Power Tier 2, is the next stage that is requires these advanced RE batteries, which requires sulfur. And I had an issue figuring out where to find sulfur. So what I did was I looked up the recipes and found out that with gunpowder, let me grab the lead while we're here. If you run gunpowder through the extractor here, let's speed it up. You can get sulfur this way by running gunpowder through here. So with that, let's see if we can knock out this quest real quick. We need advanced batteries. We need to turn these insulated. We need another 2 of these guys. Do they stack? They do stack. Perfect. And then, here we go. The CESU. This is the Power Tier 2. I'm going to go ahead and tag this guy on the end here. It can take power from any side, and then this port right here is where it gives power. So what you should do, the Batbox requires the tin insulated cables, which are 32 EU a tick. I went straight into the insulated copper cables. What you could do is now, let's see, let me use the wrench like this. There we go. There we go. We can switch these guys out like that. This guy has a much bigger buffer, 300,000. It has an output of 128, and the insulated copper cables have an output of 128. So now what we could do is we could attach all of our Tier 2 machines to this row right here. But as far as I know, in IC2, other than going with the rest of the line over here with UU matter, this is all that I needed in IC2 to progress in this pack. Everything else is going to be extra. Of course, these red lines are going to be required to progress here, like the mining laser for here, the advanced alloy, and the blast furnace for here. We can do these things. Power storage isn't that important. The glass cables might be important, but since this pack isn't dedicated to IC2, I would recommend going with Mekanism universal cables or with Ender IO, because I know in Endgame, it's all about Ender IO. And then, of course, let's open up all of these loot boxes, because we might get some pretty wicked things in here. We've already gotten the solar generator. Factory block, okay, that's for aesthetics. An advanced computer, interesting. Thankful dinner, not eaten yet. Factory block again, for aesthetics. An observer, okay. Architect's saw bench, unfortunately I already made one of those. Block of electrum, that's interesting. We don't have to alloy. Flux crystal block, that's pretty cool. Another dragon fruit sapling. Prismarine, okay. 64, nice. And a supremium apple not eaten yet. Wonderful. These are pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and I'll make all of this stuff look pretty. Oh, and that first dragon fruit sapling we got, I planted it right here, by the way. So there we go. IC2. At least part 1 of IC2. Actually, I can't leave it off on that, guys. Right after I stopped recording, I made a major mistake. I turned the extractor on and it immediately exploded on me. It blew up and it took these 2 cables out with it. So, and I really don't want to give you guys bad information. So I found a workaround with that. Also, I cleaned this up a little bit. I put those factory blocks that we just got from loot boxes, I chiseled them into factory blocks for fans and for rusty scaffolding and for sturdy, so that it looks kind of nice. I'm goofing around with that. And then I made these 2 malfunctioning since it exploded right here. Trying to keep my humor going. Macerator's working gold. The block cutting machine is making gold plates for us. So we have that. Let's go ahead and stick these in this guy and crush them while I talk. What we have to do is we have to make these transformer upgrades. It will increase the energy input tier by 1. Since all of these machines are tier 1, and I hooked it up to a tier 2 battery with tier 2 cables, it was too much juice going through the cable, so it blew up the machine. So what we have to do is we have to make these transformer upgrades before we put power on these machines and turn them on so that they don't blow up. So I went ahead and I made the stuff that we already made, electronic circuits. I made some gold cables, which it's the same thing. You just run it through the metal former, either plate or ingot gives you 4, and then you double insulate it with 2 rubbers to make it a 2 times insulated gold cable. These are the next tier after copper. So with that, we also need to make this MB transformer, which is basic machine casings and insulated copper cables. So we need 7 of these so that I can make 7 of these guys. And then each one of these machines is going to get 1 of these transformer upgrades, making them all go up to tier 2. And then it's the same thing for going further past this. You have to, what's it called? Upgrade them to tier 3 by adding another one. I'm pretty sure that these guys stack. Let me make sure. Yeah, they stack. So this guy's a tier 3 right now, but we only need them all to go up by 1 tier. So now that they're all tiered up, now I can get rid of this guy. And let's see, at least this way, if I mess up again, you guys can see the explosion on camera and be entertained by it. Yeah. See, if I pull this out, it will immediately explode because it's too much juice. It needs a transformer attached to it. So now this works. It was pretty funny. I supercharged it and it exploded on me. So it got way too much power and it immediately blew up. So that is the workaround, the fix to what I did. I didn't want to end the episode with something that was going to blow up in you guys' faces too. So I wanted to do that. And then I realized that we can also knock out the reinforcement modifiers to make our tools unbreaking now that we have IC2 up and running. This gold item casing and the dense obsidian plates were the things that were holding us back from that. So the gold item casings, I do have them being smashed right now. In the block cutting machine, I went and I vein mined a whole bunch of obsidian. Let's go ahead and speed this up so that it's a little quicker for us as well. This, it cuts each block into 4 obsidian plates each, and we need 9 in the compressor. Let's speed this boy up as well to make 1 dense obsidian plate. This is kind of expensive, but well worth it because Unbreakable tools are definitely worth it. There's 2 right there. We're also going to grab these And we're gonna grab these. And let's go. We can make like this. The gold sheet metal, and then we can make reinforcement modifiers. And what these guys do is for each reinforcement modifier you add to a tool, it will have a 20% chance of not taking durability damage. And of course, each reinforcement modifier uses a modifier slot. So my Matic, it has 6 modifiers available. Let me go with the pick first then. I have 4 modifiers available. I use a reinforcement modifier. I have 3 modifiers left, but now I have a 20% chance that it will not take durability damage when I use it. And it does stack, so now it has a 40% chance of not taking durability damage. And then of course if you do 5, it's 100% chance making your tools unbreakable. So now we can do the reinforcement modifiers as well, and I think this is the perfect moment to end the episode off on, not on my machines exploding.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Smash like if you feel like I earned it, and click on my guy here to subscribe for more modded Minecraft every Sunday at 11 a.m. Boom.